We are joined by Leviatan, who are coming off of their victory at Stage 2 VCT Americas. We'll begin with the pre-submitted questions first, and then take questions from the in-house media. We'll begin with questions that were submitted in Spanish.
Okay, this first question is from Chitaku from Chile. I'm going to say in Spanish, then English. Primero que nada, felicidades por su victoria y por ser los campeones de Américas. En mi caso, tengo dos preguntas. La primera es para Mazino y King. Tras lograr finalmente el campeonato, ¿cómo resumirían todo el esfuerzo y dedicación que le han dado a esta competición? Congratulations, obviously, on your victory and making champs. They have two questions. The first one's for Mazino and King. After reaching champs and becoming champions of VCT Americas, how would you guys summarize this struggle and dedication that you guys have done throughout this competition?
It's just shit heavy. Hola. Bueno, la verdad es que algo que vale totalmente la pena. Muchas veces uno cuando compite, cuando pierde, cuando está sacrificando muchas cosas y no se sabe si es que realmente se va a lograr. Creo que al momento de salir campeones, de ser el mejor equipo de la región, todo lo que se sacrificó, los lloros, el sudor, toda la garra, valió totalmente la pena. Simplemente para esto vivimos. Creo que estamos en el punto más alto como de nuestras carreras, diría yo y Mazino, y nada, realmente demasiado contento y demasiado feliz, la verdad. No tengo más palabras.
So they said it's totally worth it, especially when you compete and, you win or you lose. Like, really, you're not sure if you're going to make it, and everything, the tears, the blood, sweat, and tears, you think it's worth it when you finally get it. And this is what they really live for. This is the high point of their careers, and they're very happy and content. And so the second part of this question, mi segunda pregunta es para Aspas. Este año te hemos visto jugar con distintos duelistas. Además de Jet, ¿cómo ha sido tu adaptación a esos agentes a lo largo del año? So this question is for Aspas, and this year we've seen you play a lot of different duelists, not just Jet. How has it been adapting to these agents throughout this year?
I think it was normal because last year I played Raze already. I played a little bit of Neon, but not much, just 2 tournaments. So it was very normal because I only had to play more with Neon because Raze and Jet I already played, so I only had to play more with Neon. What about the feelings?
This is another question for Aspas coming from Ravish Khanna from Independent. Aspas, do you ever get tired of dropping 40 plus each game, or is it a new feeling each time?
I feel good.
This is a question from Raquel Ferreira, Mais Esportes, Brasil. I'm going to read in Portuguese first. Primeiramente, parabéns pelo título. Minha pergunta vai para o Tex. Você é um jogador que veio da Ascension e conquistou seu primeiro título na Liga das Américas, após ter um começo de ano difícil com a Leviatan. Qual foi sua maior dificuldade em se tornar sentinela e qual é o sentimento dessa vitória contra os seus ex-teammates? First, congratulations on the title. This is a question for Tex. You're a player that, you're coming from Ascension and you just won your first title in Americas after having a very difficult beginning of the year with Leviatan. So what was the biggest difficulty you had in becoming a Sentinel, and what's the feeling of winning against your ex-teammates?
I would say the most difficult thing was really swapping my playstyle. I was an entry, I was an opper, I was basically everything but a lurker. So I really had to just think about my game and just reverse everything, reverse all the old habits I had. And yeah, I just had to get more comfortable in the role, honestly. And it feels amazing to beat my old teammates. I love them as people. We hang out of game all the time. They're like really good friends of mine, but definitely felt that rivalry in the game. And I'm just happy to beat the org. Not the players, but the org specifically.
Thank you. This is a question for anyone. How are you guys feeling for champions? What are your feelings for your group and the match against Talon?
You gotta do this one. He's a coach, man. Get him in there, right?
We're feeling pretty good. Obviously, being the first seed, we expected somebody that is not going to be like Genji or Fnatic, and we're happy with the draw. I think King already said it. Yeah, he already jinxed us, but I'm pretty sure we're gonna win this game.
Thank you. We'll move to questions from the in-house media next.
Hi, Seja2, and my question is for Com. So, as we know, you are the only returning member from Evil Geniuses that's going to Champions this year in 2024. Just plain simple, you have 11 more days before Champions. What's your game plan and, everyday routine leading up to these 11 days so that you can become the first back-to-back Valorant Champions champion?
I think for me, it's kind of continuing the routine I've kind of been on. It's been working pretty well for Split 2. And obviously just giving my 110% as I did last year, maybe even more than that. Give me more than anything to accomplish that goal. I don't think that goal would be broken in quite some time. So I think, yeah, just going in, playing ranked, watching VODs, all the stuff that I usually do. And then just, whatever happens on the server, I just leave it out in the game.
Thank you. Are there any more questions from the room?
Sí, aquí una pregunta.
Hey guys, Pedro, Romero. First off, congrats on the VCT Americas Championship. Got a question for Mazino. I mean, you finished this series with 90 kills, a very excellent performance, MVP worthy performance. I mean, what was going on with you, man? What made you just perform so well? Just finish off with more kills than aspas?
I don't really. I'm not. I wasn't thinking about that. I just was playing the game, just doing my things, like doing my job, And I really wasn't like focusing on the kills. I was just like flowing, So yeah.
Thank you. We got a couple more questions from the remote media. We'll go next to Raquel Ferrari.
Essa pergunta vai para o Aspas. Primeiramente, parabéns pelo título. Apesar de ter sido campeão com a Loud em 2023, como você vê a evolução da Leviatan para o estágio 2? E o que significa para você ser o único brasileiro bicampeão do campeonato? Congrats on the title, Aspas. You were a champion with Loud last year. And how do you see the evolution of Leviatan for stage 2? And what does it mean to you being the only Brazilian to win twice this championship?
Muito feliz. Foi começo de ano bem complicado pra gente, mas depois do Master Xangai, a gente teve umas mudanças e a gente melhorou bastante. A gente conseguiu arrumar muitos dos nossos erros que a gente tinha. Nossos fundamentos ficaram muito melhores e acabou que a gente conseguiu fazer um bom campeonato, mas agora a gente só deu um passo, que foi terminar o VCT Américas. Então agora a gente tem que continuar andando para conseguir ganhar o Champions. Mas no momento estou muito feliz de ser bicampeão do VCT Américas e só tenho a agradecer a todo mundo que me acompanha e principalmente a minha esposa que está sempre comigo.
Yeah, we had a difficult year, especially after Madrid, Masters Madrid, but then we were able to put some things together and fix some of the problems, and we won this. But this is just one step. Of course, we still have champions in front of us, so we keep working for that. And I just want to thank everyone that was supported, especially my wife. She's always with me, so a kiss for her.
Foi Xangai?
Huh?
Xangai. Você falou Madrid?
Shanghai. Sorry. Let's say Shanghai. I'm so sorry.
Definitely Shanghai, not Madrid. Moving on, we have a question from Antonio from Nerditud. This one is for Mazino. Para Mazino, ¿cómo te sientes al ser reconocido como MVP en la gran final de la VCT Américas? Muy merecido, felicidades. How do you feel to be recognized as MVP of the grand finals of VCT Americas? It's well deserved. Congratulations.
Obviamente muy feliz por lograr eso. Como dije antes, no me estaba como focuseando demasiado como en las stats, en las kills que iba. Yo estaba como haciendo mi trabajo y fluyendo más que nada, pero obviamente una felicidad muy grande y un orgullo como ver como el trabajo que yo he hecho y que hemos hecho como equipo como que se vaya demostrando en el juego. Así que eso.
He's very happy to achieve this. You know, he doesn't really want to focus too much on stats and kills. He's very happy alongside his team. This is a question from Sugita from Argentina. Pregunta para Leviatan, después de un año con el cambio de roster para este 2024 y la evolución que tuvieron a lo largo de la competición, logrando ser campeones de Américas, ¿cómo se sienten para esta Champions? This is a question for anyone in LEV. After 1 year with this roster change in 2024 and this whole evolution that you guys have had during the competition, you guys managed to become champions of Americas. How do you guys feel for champs?
Sounds like a question from my agent.
IGL? Yeah, IGL. No, that's an IGL question.
I mean, to be honest, we feel pretty confident as a team. We just won Americas. We're the best team right now in the region. And I mean, what makes us like really strong is that we never feel like it's enough, you know? As a team, we know, as Aspas said already, this is the first step to going to champs. We're just gonna keep working as hard, maybe harder, and we're just gonna keep improving, being way better as a team. And there are champs, we're gonna show a new face, way better than we showed right now. So it's gonna be really good.
Thank you. Com, this next one's coming to you. It's a little bit similar to the previous one. You're the only remaining member of last year's champions team who can still go back to back. Did you see yourself in this position at the start of the year? Are you still the best Sova in the world?
Honestly, going into this year, I definitely saw it. I mean, we have so many great players on this team. It's one of the main reasons I wanted to join this team in the first place. Not so much at the start of this year, like to be comfortable in EG with people I know, but to be uncomfortable and kind of grow myself as a player as well. And then, yeah, I mean, it's a great opportunity to go back to back. And if I'm the best Sova in the world, I think I still have a lot to prove. Honestly, as much as I want to say, like, yes, I am, I still have a lot to prove. And hopefully I can prove more in champs.
His.
This next question is for the coach. Congratulations for the title. When you became the head coach, what was the biggest problem you saw and the biggest change you made for the team after Shanghai?
The biggest problem I saw in the team was that we just weren't playing as a team, and that's what I was focusing on. You know, fundamentals. We always say that we have a good day of fun. These guys, we had it today, and this is what our goal is to just play as a team because we have 5 of the best players in the world.
Thank you. Mazino and King, this next question is for you. Congratulations for the title and Mazino for winning MVP. What is the biggest change you've seen in Leviatan from 2023 to 2024?
You already had an ideal question. Yeah, now it's your turn.
Can you repeat the question?
What was the biggest change in Leviatan from 2023 to 2024?
Yo creo que obviamente fue un cambio grande, fue un cambio totalmente de 180 grados. Cambiamos coach, cambiamos player. Llegaron mucha gente con muchas ideas distintas, mucha variedad de ideas, lo cual nos hace como tener un juego bastante único. Y eso se armó un buen grupo con muchas ideas y que aquí está funcionando.
You know, it's been a really big change. This is a group with really good ideas. It's been kind of a 180 shift for us, you know, lots of different people and lots of different ideas. Been good.
Thank you.
And this next question we have is from FD News from Argentina. Pregunta para Mazino. Ayer en entrevista me dijiste que el sentimiento sobre el partido era venganza sobre la victoria de G2 sobre ustedes. ¿Qué sentimiento te quedó después de levantar la copa? This is for Mazino. Yesterday in an interview you told me that the feeling you had after the match was achieving vengeance. How do you feel after lifting that cup?
Digo, obviamente se cumplió la venganza. Ellos nos quitaron los invictos, pero nosotros terminamos ganando el trofeo, así que se logró.
Yeah, it's just vengeance realized after lifting that cup.
One more.
This next question is from Chitaku from Chile. Mi pregunta es para Itopata. El año pasado te tocó trabajar en Apex para la ascensión de EMEA, quedando subcampeón. Ahora, estando en Américas, ¿qué diferencias has visto entre EMEA y Américas en cuanto a nivel y estilo de juego? ¿Y cómo eso te ayudó a estar donde estás ahora? This question is for Itopata. Last year, you had to work in Apex. So he wants to know the difference between the EMEA and Americas in terms of level and style, play style. And how did this experience help you to get to where you are today?
I think the level in NA is definitely higher. CMEA has a team like Fnatic, but I think other than that, NA is superior. And in terms of like different play styles and how teams are playing, it's way more versatile in EMEA because obviously it's a lot of different countries, a lot of different cultures, and it is different. It is a lot more versatile, but it's not that well thought out, if I can put it this way. While in America, everyone knows how to play the meta. Everyone knows how to play around the meta, and I think this is why this region is better.
En América todos saben jugar esta meta, obviamente por eso NA es superior. This next question is from Antonio Nerditude. Para King, contra ¿qué equipos tienes más ganas de enfrentar ahorita en Champions en Corea? Which team are you looking forward to playing against in Korea? Question for King.
Bueno, la verdad es que en su momento dije que quería jugar contra Genji. Por lo visto nos vamos a enfrentar bien adelante en el torneo, así que nada, eso primero que todo, pero ahora en verdad simplemente quiero concentrarme en los partidos que tenemos por delante. Tenemos un grupo interesante, nos vamos a enfrentar a Talon. Creo que considero que somos mejor equipo y nada, va a ser divertido y eso en verdad como va a estar bueno.
Dijiste Genji, ¿verdad? Sí. Genji is one of them that he's looking forward to facing, but first he really wants to concentrate on this next match against Talon, and it's going to be fun. Two more. Okay. Stefiki from Grill News. Muchas felicidades por la victoria. Esta pregunta es para Mazino y King. Durante todo el transcurso de VCT Américas y Master Shanghai hubieron muchos cambios. Sin embargo, entre ustedes dos lograron consagrarse como un dúo dinámico y ya se defienden mutuamente dentro del match. ¿Cómo lograron aquello? How did you guys get to be this dynamic duo, Mazino and King?
Bueno, creo que es inevitable llegar a tener una química tan grande con mi querido amigo y compañero Mazino. Venimos jugando juntos desde principios de 2023, si no me equivoco, antes de hecho creo, de finales de 2022. Y nada, siempre quise jugar con él lo sabe desde que
hace 4 años.
Claro, desde hace 4 años cuando él estaba en un equipo que se llamaba Millions Gaming y yo en TMG, que decía que era uno de los mejores, quería jugar con él. Y nada, creo que llegó un punto donde los dos sabíamos el talento que tenía el otro y siempre fuimos trabajando con nuestra fortaleza y creamos esa química como única, por así decirlo, que tenemos él y yo.
they have this strength, this chemistry, and it's really unique. It's inevitable for this to happen, especially with Mazino. You know, they've played together since 2023, 2022, 4 years ago. He always wanted to play with him, and there was a point where, you know, they amplify each other through the strength and this chemistry. Another question from Fenita MB de Grill News. Durante el torneo, el equipo de Leviatan ha demostrado una preparación y una forma de jugar excepcionales. Su último enfrentamiento contra G2 fue una clara muestra de su evaluación y coordinación en el juego. ¿Cuáles han sido las mejores específicas que han notado ustedes como team? So this question is for Lev. You know, your last match against G2 clearly demonstrated your guys' evolution and coordination in this game. What do you know specifically about this team?
Can you repeat the question?
So your last match against G2 was a clear demonstration of your guys' evolution and coordination. What has been something specific about Leviatan that's like notable?
I think the biggest thing that's notable for us is that we can actually play a lot of different play styles, and I'm quite surprised with the players. Honestly, you guys are doing amazing with this. You're adapting so much in the games right now. Whenever we need to play slow, we play slow. Whenever we need to play fast, we play fast. And whatever we do it pretty good. So yeah, I think that's like the most notable thing about us.
Thank you.
Algo que nota Itopata es que tienen ese diferente playstyle y está muy sorprendido de cómo se adaptan los chicos. Cuando juegan lento y cuando juegan rápido, juegan rápido.
Pergunta para o Aspas. Você disse que ficou mais feliz em classificar o Saci para o Champions do que conseguir se classificar. Você gostaria de enfrentar a Sentinels em algum momento no Champions? So Aspas said he was happier in helping Saci to go to Champions than actually going himself to Champions. So would you like to face Sentinels at some point during the Champions?
Se acabar acontecendo de a gente jogar contra, sim, com toda certeza, adoraria jogar contra eles. Talvez a gente se encontre na final, talvez a gente se encontre nos playoffs, é claro, porque na fase de grupos não tem como, já que a gente está em grupos diferentes. Mas se acabar de acontecer que a gente se encontre em algum momento do campeonato, com toda certeza.
Yes, of course. Would like to face them at some point during the finals or playoffs. Of course, we can't play against each other during the group stage. We're in different groups. But yes, I would love to face them.
Thank you. This question is for anybody on LEV. It's from Camus at SpikeTap. You've done very well domestically, especially in the second half of the season. What do you think needs to improve for the team to get over that hump on the international stage?
Who's going to answer the
You want me to do this one?
Yeah.
Fine, bro. I guess I'll do this one, man. I think for us, I think we showed. I feel like before on the international stage, it was a lot of pressure, and I think overall back then we didn't really know how to fully deal with it. I think now we've grown a lot, not only as a team but as individuals, and like the mental part of the game. And even if the going gets tough in some of these games, at least for me, I have a lot of confidence that we'll come back into the game no problem. And I think we showed a lot, especially in playoffs this year, especially in that crew game where I had to really grit through that win, even when things weren't going our way. I think even in this game too, when some rounds didn't go our way, even in those OTs, we came back into it and it was no problem for us. So I think that's the thing, to just keep consistent going into champs.
Com, I got one more for you. Without revealing too much, how do you think each of the regions are going to stack up against each other at the end of Champions?
It's hard to say. I think every region has its own like individual style. I'm not like Boosie. I'm not going to call out any region or anything. But yeah, I think all regions have their own style. Some things work, some things don't. And yeah, I think Americas will do really well. I don't know if we'll be the best, but I think we'll do really well.
Would anybody on the panel like to call somebody a region out?
I think everyone that is in champions is pretty good, so it's gonna be really fun. Talent are a good team. It's gonna be fun.
Are there any more questions from the room?
Get back. Get back up.
No, that wasn't also saying. I'm backing on Brent.
Pedro Rogan, got a question for King. Seeing you guys win reminded me of that conversation I had with you a few days ago about how the feeling was like for you back then when you were finally conquering Latin America over crew. You know, now that you've been able to finally win VCT Americas with a team such as Leviatan, and what was the feeling like for you? Did you feel that sense of vindication and also just gratitude of just being able to not just dominate Latin America, but also just now conquer Americas as a whole?
I mean, yeah, of course. Honestly, I still remember that interview, and like making that big step from like 2 years ago to this, it generally feels it feels unreal that I can say that we're the best team right now in the region. And yeah, I mean, the best feeling is that all the hard work we've been putting, it was totally worth it. Like the amount of VOD reviews we've been doing, some scream days that are really long. And I really have to say thanks to all my teammates, to my coach, that we just kept trusting the process, and it paid off.
Thank you. All right, we have 2 more questions, and then we will wrap it up.
This is from Antonio from Nerditude. This is in Spanish, but I'll translate it. Para Aspas, ¿cómo te sientes con el hecho de que eres uno de los mejores, sino que el mejor duelista de la VCT Américas? How do you feel about how people say you are one of the best, if not the best duelists in America?
I don't look much at those things. I just like keep trying to focus on myself. I'm trying to get better, but I will just like keep focusing on me and trying to keep improving, because if I stop improving, I will be left behind.
Que no se enfoca en eso, se enfoca más en mejorar y seguir mejorando.
There's a question from Fernando, Valorant Zone, for Tex. Você falou que teve dificuldades com a troca de função no começo da temporada. Hoje você diria que é o melhor sentinela do VCT Américas ou talvez do mundo? So Tex, you said you had some trouble with changing roles in the beginning of the season. So today, would you say that you are maybe Americans' best sentinel, or even like world's best sentinel?
Well, if you want the real answer or the PR answer?
The real answer.
The real answer is I'm up there, maybe top 2, maybe I'm top 2 and it's number 2. Yeah, I think I'm up there though. I think I've improved a lot, but I think I need to win a Masters or a Champions to really say that I'm the best.
So the real answer is, I think I am number 2. I'm up there. I believe I still need to win a Champions to say that I am the best. Oh, we all tired here, guys. Eu acredito, a resposta séria, né, que não preciso de fazer gracinha para responder, é que eu acredito que esteja lá em cima, ou seja, talvez entre os 2 ou 3 melhores, mas eu ainda preciso vencer um Champions para dizer que eu sou o melhor do mundo.
Leviatan, congratulations on your victory, and thank you so much for taking the time to speak with us today.
Thank you so much.
Ele respondeu em inglês,